Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, March 3rd, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I'm a love warrior. Part two is self-love is my revolution. And that's really what we're going to be working in and through over and over and over. Right now in the astro, we have this process of self-love, deep self-love going on. So we are one day out from Venus moving retrograde. Venus is going retrograde in the sign of Aries. It is retrograding back into Pisces. And I'm going to get more into that tomorrow in tomorrow's horoscope. But as we build into it, it's like images in my mind. It's being sucked into a black hole. Don't think of black hole in a negative fashion, though. I'm really thinking being sucked into a black hole in the manner of a black hole as a portal, taking you into the portal of your deepest truths, of your deepest revelations of love. That's what I really believe this is going to help us into. So, in our love warriorship today, we have the moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus helping us know our worth. Moon in Taurus is grounded, it's present. And what's interesting to me is that, right now we have the sun in Pisces. So sun in Pisces is like, hey, we're in the flow, it's dreamy and imaginative, but it's still important to find that balance. Everything is balance. And have our feet firmly planted on the ground. So part of loving ourselves, honoring ourselves, knowing the worth of ourselves is integrating it on a physical level. So with Sun in Pisces, that actually means Earth. Where Earth energy stands is actually Virgo, the opposite sign. And Virgo is like the physical body, holding, loving, listening to, being present with your body. It's really easy to be out here in the fairy clouds during Pisces, very, very easy. But getting firmly planted, like, oh, I need to feed myself. Oh, I need to give myself rest. Oh, I need to get outside and smell the roses. That's a really important part of this process. It's a really important part of the energy of self-love, is caring for yourself physically. Now, there's all those things like, well, I am not my body, and I am not my personality, and I am not those things. And I get that, but you are still responsible for your body. Your body is still your methodology for moving in and through this world. And so in that, thinking, it's really good to support your physical body. I like to think of my body as like, it's my soul's pet. As one of my pets comes and joins me to give a nice demonstration, I feed and take care of Lala. I give her what she needs. It's the same thing. I feed and take care of this body called Mimi, because this body called Mimi helps my soul, helps my spirit give all these beautiful lessons. So that's why we gotta love on our physical self. So this morning, I need to clip this little physical beast's nails. This morning, as I was waking up, I was varying between listening to music and Hay House Radio, and I was listening to Robert Holden for a little while talk about self-love, fascinatingly enough, and he brought up a quote from, I can't say her last name, Lucretia. She was, I believe, nun. He said, but I can't remember, but it's the quote that stuck out to me. And the quote was, oh God, help me to know the truth about myself, no matter how beautiful it is. And I believe that this Venus retrograde, and I believe that this grounding energy with this moon in Taurus, wanting us to know our worth, with the earth process moving through Virgo, asking us to pay attention to our physical antenna that's receiving all these and intercepting all these energies, wants us to know the truth about ourselves, how beautiful that truth can be. This is part of the self-love revolution, the self-love revelation. This Venus retrograde is happening at 13 degrees. That is the degree of revolution, evolution. We have Jupiter right now, retrograde, also in Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So also working that self-love process, 22 degrees, revolution, evolution. Uranus, working in Aries, the sign opposite Libra, the sign of our I am, 22 degrees. The moon hits 22 degrees today, working, revolutionizing our process. The sun today, 13 degrees, Uranus, revolution, evolution. The evolution is self-love. The revolution is self-love. And it's all happening in here. Oh God, please tell me the truth to myself, how beautiful I am. Like, let's get into the juiciness of this energy. So this is really what the focus is. We have one transit happening today. And I believe this transit is also supporting this. The moon in Taurus is connecting to Pluto today. The connection is at 18 degrees. That's that one, love, the path of love. 8, how are you showing up? How are you responding to what the universe is bringing you? Which altogether, 1 plus 8, 9. That's that Mars energy. That's passion. That's moving forward with soul passion. Soul passion as a love warrior, which I have to say, I also have this song, Love Warrior, by my friend, Dave Kemp. He calls himself DTO. I'll post a link below so you can go listen to it and possibly buy it because it's such a beautiful song. And Krista Richards is singing it and somebody else, I can't remember his name and I'm sorry, but I'm going to post it. You're a love warrior. We are all these love warriors. Our soul is love, and by letting it shine, by letting it show up, by being in soul passion, by knowing the worth of our soul passion, that's that moon in Taurus connecting to Pluto, honoring the worth of our soul passion, letting that be the foundation, and moving from that energy, self-love is the revolution. Self-love is the revolution that starts in here and then expands outward, like that source card. So, I got interesting cards today. I can't wait to get to my inner child fairy tale card. I'm all about those right now. Okay, so we're releasing ourselves from what we have thought of ourselves. We are releasing ourselves from, I'm so bad, I'm going to hide this part of me that's bad over here. We're not going to be in that anymore. Here are these tears. These tears going with the flow so that we can reveal the truth of ourselves, the truth of our spiritual nature. So you may have to take a little time through this process, through this retrograde, going into this black hole portal to move yourself into this next level energy that is possible for you. If you cry, that's okay. You know, we sometimes don't like to cry. It's uncomfortable, whatever. We are sad when other people cry. Crying is a way to release ourselves from these bonds, from these chains. It's part of going with the flow. It's part of honoring that process. And in this process, we're releasing the needing for it to be right now. Here's another 4. All these 4s this week. Everything this week is 4. This is so foundational what's going on in us right now. We're releasing, like, it doesn't have to be there's a golden future or there's a better me in the future. It's like, oh no, the you right now, here you are in all your glory. So no more postponing who you are in the future. Be like, yes, this is me. I'm owning it. I am divine. I'm releasing the mind. The mind is such a good and powerful worker in our lives. However, the mind is also where we keep all those judgments and all the I'm not good enoughs and, you know, all the stuff that we need to do a little revolutionary stuff on. It's also the place where we keep all the words that people have said about us, you know, that are not true for our life anymore. So work with that mind to release. There may be those tears. You know, revolution, evolution days, these are days where the universe triggers us to help move us forward, to help release us from the triggers. These triggers happen to release us from the triggers. If you are being triggered by something, then that trigger has some power over yourself or some illusion of power over yourself. It's not really true power. It has some illusion of power over you, but once you can move through that, then you step into that whole self. And here we are. God, I love this card. It is the 9 of Swords. And here we have this little child behind these swords, and then there's this dragon. So I'm going to read this whole thing because it's so great. Seated in a grassy meadow, the child on this card finds himself enclosed by 9 swords. Symbolically, he is unable to see beyond the limiting mental constructs, or the swords, that he has created for himself. He's also encircled by a whimsical dragon, his unrecognized ally, who he has unknowingly made into an enemy. When this youth is ready to look up and face the dragon, he will realize that this beast is a powerful yet unintegrated aspect of himself. The number 9 denotes completion. Old thoughts are ready to dissipate. In time, one by one, the swords will come down as the child opens to the loving presence of letting the dragon in. However, the swords must be honored, for they are protecting the boy from the pain and the wisdom that he was unprepared to assimilate. In the Chinese Taoist symbolism, the dragon is revered as a spirit showing the way. Seek the imaginative dragon within yourself and let it guide you towards a transformed vision of your future goals. Be aware of how you armor yourself with limiting thoughts or rigid ideas. Be willing to complete the cycle of entrapment by opening gently and lovingly to an expanded view of your life. How awesome is that? Sums that up perfectly. So that's it for today. We'll get more into Venus retrograde tomorrow, all the details for that. But for now, get started on this love warriorship, your love revolution, as we are drawn into deeper into ourselves to transport us into next level. So that's it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your chart, if you want to know how Venus retrograde is affecting you. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.